what's up everybody, it's DreamSword, and I'm looking at a rather unique release. This guy just came out, I got him early. He is a Tamashii Web exclusive. Today we're looking at the SH Figuarts Future Gohan, and man, I can't believe they actually made a Future Gohan, because Future Gohan's one of my favorite characters in Dragon Ball Z. And he's not really one you think they'd focus on, but like, dude, I'm happy they did. Although that said, probably because he uses a lot of reused parts, as you can probably tell. He uses a lot of the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku body, which makes sense, all things considered. But yeah, let's take a good look at him. And I think for what these figures tend to be, they pretty much nailed it. It's always funny how Future Gohan's hairstyle looks from like other angles, you know? But yeah, you got the scar on the eye there. You've got the symbol on the back that is different. They account for that. You have the sleeves. He has an arm missing. So far, nothing too different though from the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. And then you get down to the feet. They did paint the shoes differently. Although the shoes are also, well, boots, I guess I should say. It's also where the paint job's a little bit messy, at least on mine. Like, you can see there, I got a little bit of paint scuff. But on the bottom too, a little bit. I don't know if you can really tell on my camera, but it's not that big of a deal though. I mean, I can easily just scrape it off, you know, whatever. But yeah, in terms of sculpt, very happy with it. Again, a lot of reused parts, simple modification. But hey, I mean, for what he is, I think they nailed it. I think, you know, in terms of sculpt, Bandai, Tamashii Nations, whatever you want to call them, they're getting just better and better with these Dragon Ball figures. And I hope they continue to improve. Alright, so we're going to do things in slightly different order than usual. We're going to first start off with his accessories. And I want to start out with these because there's one accessory that many of you might have been able to guess. And it's my favorite one. It's his other arm. Yes, you can pop his other arm on and off. It's a little tricky to do. What you do is you separate this sleeve part from here. Mine took a little bit of force. I think it might have been paint stuck. You can see all the blue paint right on this little nub there. But, you know, you just pop that off and then you line this up and bam, fits right in, no problem. Look at that. You even have some sculpted wrinkles on there. Very nice attention to detail. And yeah, there you go. He now has his other arm. Although, I will say the connection is not super tight. So you might want to thicken up that joint slightly. But it works for what it is. What else does he come with? Well, he comes with the same sets of hands that the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku did. So he's got the style pose hands, he's got the Hai or karate chop hand, he's got the Kamehameha hands. And then another really great accessory I love is the Super Saiyan head. It's all one solid piece. You can't change out any expressions for it, unfortunately. But it's a great job. It's very accurate to film. It has that like yellowish white. I do wish his expression was like a teeth-gritted face, because that was the expression I remember him doing most often, but I can go with the stern face. Speaking of faces, he's also got the same faces as the old Goku does, so the stern face, the smiling face, the teeth-gritted face, all that. Yeah. So I think that's a pretty good batch of accessories. Couldn't really ask for more, so now I guess we'll move towards articulation. Alright, now we're doing articulation, and like I said before, this arm, it's not as, like, again, I could probably just do some super glue or some floor polish to thicken the peg in there up slightly and make it better, but as mine came out of the box, this connection isn't super secure, so if the arm pops off, well, I mean, I guess that's film accurate, I don't know. But we're going to go through this real quick. So, he's got pretty much the same articulation as the old Goku, being a lot of the same parts, so you're probably not going to see anything M4. Joint at the bottom and top of the neck. You can wiggle it around pretty nice. You can look down pretty okay. Looking up, just a little bit, but it'll do. You know, can't really do flight poses with it. That sucks. Full 360. Maybe it would help if I were on camera. Not a problem. We still have these ball joint sleeves, which, I mean, people have complained about them before, so have I, but they're here to stay, it looks like. I mean, I guess it's slightly better that the shoulders are painted blue, but like, I don't know, maybe orange would do better, you know, for consistency, but oh well. But yeah, you can rotate the shoulders around, no problem. They hinge up just shy of horizontal, but it's enough, I suppose. He does have a slight butterfly joint, you can see in there, so it helps enough. He's got the bicep swivel, he's got the double jointed elbow, it gives you slightly better than 90, and he's got the typical ball hinge wrists that you can manipulate. The torso joint's actually pretty good. Move it all around. Crunching forward only a little bit. Going back though, very nice amount actually. Like, let me see if I can move his arm out the way to show you better. Yep, and there goes the arm. Well, see, what'd I tell you? Oh well. Nothing I can't fix, so I'm not really too upset about it, honestly. The belt here swivels, which is nice. And for the legs, he can kick forward 90 degrees, pretty good. He can kick back like all the frickin' way, like that's really good. Doing the splits, mine's a little stiff, but he can go out pretty dang good, all things considered. Not full splits, but definitely enough for a high kick if that's what you want to do. And double jointed knees, which they function. We've seen these knees many times before. I do wish the knees were more universally like the Android 21 knees or the Super Boo knees. That'd be pretty good, but unfortunately it looks like these ones are here to stay, so we kind of just have to deal with it. There is no bootcut swivel, unfortunately. Kind of wish there was. And then we also have the crappy ball jointed ankles that was around for these days. So you can get a decent bend, but not really, you know, great. And that's something else too I noticed on mine. His right foot definitely pops out more than his left one here. Like, this left one has slightly better range. Like, look at that. That is much better than this one. Well, I guess it's not super better, but it is better. And also this one doesn't pop out as often. So that's nice, but I might have to just, again, do the old floor polisher super glue trick on that ankle. Make it slightly... Oh, no. Well. What is it with me and getting these breaking? Great, well. Awesome. So, gonna have to glue this. Gonna have to glue this later. Yeah. Well, I didn't think he would pop apart that easy, but apparently he did. I'm just gonna have to get some super glue and just glue that right tight in there. But at least he can still stand, I guess. like that at least. So this is number 2 for breakage. The first one being the Bring Arts air jerk. Great. Oh well. Again, I can fix it, but kind of annoying. Oh, and in classic me fashion, I almost forgot to mention, he can, there goes the arm, he can tow, and, wait for it, upper thigh swivel. Ooh, okay, moving on now. Alright, so we're just going to do a few little quick comparisons here. First off, we've got the Super Action statue Caesar Zeppeli, the SH Figuarts Future Trunks, his boy, they scale really well together, the Figma Gridman, and the Lightning Collection Armored Black Ranger. And if that doesn't give you a good idea of his height, then he stands about, let's see, about 14.5-ish centimeters around there to the top of his head, which would be just under 6 inches, like 5 5/8-ish around there. Yeah, about like a little over 5.5, like around that ballpark. So yeah, he's gonna scale really well with other Dragon Ball figures, obviously, but I put a few other things down the line for comparison's sake. And I guess here is where I'll drop all pretense and get to my final thoughts. So as many of you wiser ones might have caught on, this is not actually an official figure. And I gotta be careful because as you saw, his boot popped off. But this is actually a custom that I had commissioned by JuAnHiBo Customs. I think I'm saying his name correctly. I hope I am anyway. And you can find him on Facebook and Instagram. I will put his links in the description below. But yeah, he does great work. And I saw this and I wanted one for myself because he had made Future Gohan before. And I thought it looked great. It really is a shame that mine had the issues it did. As of the time of his recording, I haven't brought them up to him because they are ones that I think I can fix myself. But I will say that if not for that, this custom would be worth every penny that I paid for it. He does great work, and I really do encourage you guys to check him out, commission him, all that stuff. No pictures, unfortunately, because you know, that foot coming off kind of you know, dashes any hopes of that. But I hope he's happy with this review, and I hope you guys do check him out by the end of this. Accounting for, I guess I'll give it 2 separate ratings. Accounting for the breakage, I'm gonna say 4 out of 6. I hope your guys' don't end up with that if anyone commissions him. No one else who's commissioned him has reported issues like this, so I might just be an outlier. But assuming I can fix these myself confidently, which I should be able to, I'm gonna say 5 out of 6. He did a fantastic job, and I will likely commission him again in the future. So that's about it. If you guys have any questions, just, you know, post them in the comments. And JuAnHiBo, or however you say your username, I'm sorry again if I'm mispronouncing it. You did great work, dude. And well, see you guys for whatever my next review is. Later.